Hi Guru, how are you?
Hi, hello. I'm fine. I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, good. So let's talk a little bit more about Dynamics Navision from Microsoft.
Yeah,
Um, could you explain a little bit about how Navision handles inbound orders?
sure. Microsoft Dynamics NAV also helps warehouses to manage inbound orders. Since you have asked for inbound orders, I'll just elaborate a bit. Navision can handle all inbound orders like purchase orders, sales returns, and then internal orders. So when I say internal orders, there's a separate orders. I'll just talk more on that afterwards. Uh, Let us talk on inbound orders about the purchase order and then the sales return. So usually what happens, we give a purchase order to the vendor and then vendor ships. We can start recording when that vendor is going to ship the order, and then the moment he ships, and then it start tracking of the order. So once the material comes into your warehouse, so you can register the materials. So you can handle multiple receipts. So you can receive multiple batches. So multiple batch receipt, multiple batch registration. So you can do. Also, it helps to manage your inventory efficiently. So it will Navision will help you to organize your warehouse in such a way that a specified item can go to a specific bin. So you can configure to that level. So also it supports automatic bin allocation. So that no, you need not manually do it for selection of the bin. So in that way, no, it helps. So again, that when I say sales return, so return is also a type of inbound. So because the item which you have already sold is coming back again, so you need to register that item also, and then you have to keep that in your warehouse. So those things also can be managed efficiently in Microsoft Dynamics NAV.
Okay, great. So those are the internal orders. Inbound orders.
Yes.
Great. How about internal orders that you're talking about? How does NAV handle internal orders?
Yeah. Internal orders, I was just talking, it basically covers your production orders and then assembly orders. Earlier they used to call it as kitting. So now it has been covered under assembly orders.
Okay.
It also transfers, internal transfers.
Okay. So moving from one warehouse to another.
Yeah. When I say production order and then assembly orders, it's all internal orders which you manage to produce yourself. So if you are making some item or a product to sell, so you'll have to do a certain series of activities. So you'll have to register an order, and then you'll have to show the consumptions to the order. What are the raw materials you have used? So for that also you need to manage. So typically what happens, you keep your raw materials in your warehouse, and then there will be a production plant. So there will be a request coming from the production plant for so and so raw material for so and so order. So all these can be automated with the proper request and then the proper tracking. This is about production and assembly orders. So and then internal transfer orders. So you can, if you want to move inventory from one warehouse to another warehouse, so you can use the transfer orders. So it helps you to keep your right material at right place. So you can register the specific item and then specific batch and then specific quantity, and then transfer to the required warehouse. So this will have mainly two activities. So you can ship from the main the warehouse from which you are transferring, and then you can receive it from the warehouse which you want to where it is going. So in that way, you can manage if there is any statutory documents. So the documents are available for you to keep that. So in that way now efficiently you can manage inventory using that.
Okay. And then there's the third kind of order, the outbound orders, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work out in NAV?
Yeah. Outbound order will have mainly two types. One is sales orders and another one is purchase returns. Sales order is something which you are making yourself or you from your item is going out outside.
Okay, so you're shipping it out to your customers or your distribution centers or whatever.
There will be an order for it. So and then there will be a delivery date and then there will be a kind of item you are going to ship. So this also will have different steps. So you need to register the item, you need to pick the right item and then right badge and then invoice it. So in all these activities, Navision help you a lot to maintain a right inventory and then right processes. So all these are processes or stabilized process already available in the Navision. Those things are already built in the Navision. And another thing I was just mentioning about the purchase returns. So usually what happens for any reasons if you want to return back to the vendor. So we buy so many raw materials or anything, so we want to return back to the vendor, so we need to send it out. So those things also you need to record an order and then ship the item and then send it out. So these activities also efficiently manage using Microsoft Dynamics NAV.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.